Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary pals. It is me again, somehow, your pal, trusted confidant, and I don't know, semi-co-host of The Boys in the Pod at this rate. It's me, Turtle Guy. Not on my own for once anymore, because drumroll, please, play his music. It's Cyberprime.
Oh, man, I literally was reaching for my drumsticks to give you an actual drum roll. That was really shitty form, if I'm being honest, because I have to. Yeah, well, I had to lean around the microphone, and then I wasn't able to do like a proper drum roll. But I do play drums, I swear. But hello, yes, I am the Cyberprime.
That it wasn't a solo episode again.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, we can kick you out and make it a solo episode.
No. You actually could, so let's.
I actually could. So
you actually could. You were the only person that I feared that could do it.
I have the power.
You have the power.
But yes, I am.
I'm hoping the other two are listening to this and gritting their teeth.
Okay, well, let's be real for a moment. I hope that David is listening to this. We know Hoover's not going to listen to this. Hoover's. No, he hasn't. He doesn't listen to them.
Maybe one day Hoover could be like, I know what I'm gonna do today, and listens.
Why would he start with this one if we're going with the topic title that we thought about literally 10 seconds before we started recording?
Why? Yeah, we got into the usually there's a little bit of planning. This is just like, oh hey, wouldn't it be funny if we did this topic?
Yeah, it's literally just like giggles. Like we're stealing a topic from David, but I have a funny feeling.
You can't. We gotta do the small talk first.
No, I know. I'm not jumping into it, but no, it died.
Fashion report.
No, you didn't get. You didn't give it a jingle when you gave it with the last one, so it didn't count.
I did give it a jingle.
Didn't. You didn't give it a jingle.
I gave something a jingle.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. The fashion report is dead. Died, reduced to atoms. Nope, well, I'm not going to be contributing.
Okay. I'm wearing a hat. I'm wearing a shirt.
Why do you always start with... anyway,
I'm starting from the top up, you son of a bitch.
You start with the accessories for some reason.
No, I'm going top down.
Okay, sure.
Wearing a hat, wearing a shirt, wearing trousers, and socks.
Okay,
and
well,
a can-do attitude. I'm wearing a smile on my face.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's very nice. I am smiling too. Yeah, what do you mean? Why can't we what?
I don't know. Is an emotional update? No, maybe that's too heavy for the pod.
What? We're both feeling happy, aren't we?
No, I mean, imagine like 5 episodes down the line, one of us bursts out a harmonica like. The lady left me, and she took the dog.
Is that like? That wasn't that wasn't Jailhouse Rock, was it? That sounded weird.
No. It was something.
To the bone,
Maybe it was.
Oh, well, that also wasn't Jailhouse Rock.
I just imagined the harmonica.
Where is my harmonica? That is a question.
I don't have a harmonica.
Yes, I do have a harmonica.
No,
Turtle Guy.
I stole it from your house.
Oh my god, I am gonna have the opportunity that I never thought I would have to do. Turtle Guy. Vamp.
What? Oh, he's gone. He left me high and dry. He just literally said vamp and vamoosed. Well, screw you, you walking toaster of a man, because I'm ready for you. I've been doing this all day, baby. I can vamp. How are we doing, listeners? Aren't you glad? I mean, it didn't take long. It took about less than 5 minutes, and here I am, back at it on my own, not talking to nothing, but talking to you, sweet people. Ooh. My laptop's open, I'm not doing anything, and it flashed up like attention required. This is kind of actually a little tricky here, because I know that Cyber will return, so I can't give myself a topic. I mean, I could start into small talk. This is weird. Oh, I thought I heard noises. Nothing. It's very loud. Viewer discretion is advised.
That is my microphone. I'll look away because this walking toaster of a man is learning the harmonica. Not actually. I'm not able to properly play it.
You heard the walking toaster of a man bit. Ooh. Give me a beat. We're on the pod. Ba-na-na-na. We're back on the pod. Love to be on the pod. You love listening to the pod. So at this point in time, I'm guessing that all of the listeners, even David, has been like, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck this shit. I'm out. This is too much.
Hey, we got a little musical segment. It's back to like the old style. I'm pretty sure there was one of the older first episodes I cracked out either the keyboard or I think it was the keyboard.
I got a tin whistle or I can play a marker.
You can play a play me marker. What the fuck? What kind of marker makes that?
Breathe it into it. Sing me a song, there's a piano man. Da 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 da. My name's Billy Joel, I'm a piano man, and I didn't start no fire. So after butchering that classic song.
So Turtle Guy, continue. You're the host, goddammit. Why are you just sitting here just singing Billy Joel? What
kind of?
Why do people come into the podcast? You think people come to the podcast to listen to people ramble and playing music badly? No, people come to the podcast for a podcast, goddammit.
You wanna lecture me, boy? You got any small talk? I'm giving you the opportunity to give small talk.
Sorry, I shouldn't. You should not have reminded me of this existence.
I was about to say, like, play that harmonica one more time, and I'm taking away your ability.
I have a problem with musical instruments because if there's any of them near me, I cannot leave them down.
We're about to get like a big cyberprime confession. Like, I have a problem.
No, but I probably have multiple problems in my head that have not been diagnosed. But
oh yeah, no, ditto.
Don't we all? But anyway, my small talk. Do I have small talk? What is my small talk? I feel like something vaguely interesting happened, but it couldn't have been that interesting if I can no longer remember it.
Well, come on, man! I'm giving you the opportunity for small talk, and you can't remember.
Hey, well, I'm just thinking of all the stuff that happened, and none of it is really small talk worthy. Nothing really particularly extravagant occurred, but I finished a load of books recently. I read the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy game prequel novel that was actually quite funny. I read the Mass Effect prequel novel, which was also quite funny. And then I read the Dark Forest by... Is it Cixin Liu? I actually don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's a really cool sci-fi novel. I think I actually prefer it over the Three Body Problem. It's a really cool sequel. I'm looking forward to the third one.
A show?
I seen they made it, but I haven't watched it yet. But I own all four of them, and I'm gonna get the book that may or may not be a prequel.
Oh, how suspicious!
Yeah, it's written by the same guy, and I think. Every time people have asked if it's a prequel, they've just dodged the question, but I'm not entirely sure about that.
Fuck you and just runs away.
I mean, maybe I don't know what the author looks like, but I got the books. I'm reading the books. The books are good. They blow up your mind with their concepts, but they're cool. They're very sciencey, but they're very fun.
B.D. Wong, who played Wong in the Doctor Strange films, is in that series.
Wait, is he actually playing Wong in the novel as well? Is it Wong or Wang? I can't remember. Hang on. There's one letter in their distance. There's.
Imagine that you go see this movie. It's like, oh.
Cast of the Three Body Problem. I just can't remember if there's a doctor. If it's a doctor. Oh no, he's playing a character called Da Shi. Okay. That's my bad. I
But
misremembered. There's a lot of names in the three body problem. They literally have like a list at the beginning of every novel, just showing you the list of the names of all the different characters and telling you their like government roles.
it's like a book coming with like a dictionary just so
Yeah,
you can
literally.
understand it.
Literally,
What
that's
the
kind of what it is. I mean, it
is
was
that
originally written in
Dune?
Chinese and then translated, but
Is it Dune that has like the little, or is that another book?
I know the Mistborn trilogy kind of has that, and I've gotten two. I brought the third book from my shelf of books that I have yet to read, and I set it down on the couch because I leave it the books that I'm currently reading on the couch because I'm going to start
I
it
love
tomorrow.
the Cyberprime conveyor belt. There's like one bookshelf
Literally.
with books you've read, books you're gonna read, books you will read in the not too distant future, and
Yes.
then books you will read this month, and then once they leave that shelf, like, could you imagine the perspective of the book? Oh boy, I'm getting taken off the shelf. Wait, what the fuck is this? It's another shelf. And there's like a bunch of other books there, like, hey brother,
I'm gonna
see
get
you
rid
minute to the
eventually,
second shelf.
man. My pages
Like,
have
where do we
termites.
Well, Dune here, he got to the final shelf once, but he got put back here.
No, literally, that actually happened. I started reading
I know,
Dune.
that's why I mentioned fucking Dune.
Dune and the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings. I started reading, and then I just got bored, and I stopped reading them.
They got back to the shelf, and they're like, one day.
Yeah, I know. I am going to. I do want to finish
It's like
reading
a
them
whole
though.
prison thing is like, I've seen the world once. Now I'm back on this bookshelf.
No, but I own the second Dune, and I own The Hobbit, and I don't want to make it. I want to read them. I don't want to have to be like a wasted purchase. So, because I bought the first two Dunes because I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this. Why wouldn't I love this? And then I just couldn't get past like page 100. I
on the
think.
first bookshelf.
Yeah, it was really bad. But the Mass Effect prequel book was very good. And then I also have the Ant-Man memoir.
Oh,
So
did you get that?
yeah, I got it. I have it. I'm gonna read it.
It's a proper book, yeah.
Yeah. It's a well, I haven't flicked through it fully, but yeah, it is a proper book. And
I was so
it should be fun.
afraid that it would just be like they do.
No, it's a
some sort
hardback.
of-
Like it's not very long. Like it's short enough, but it's a hardback, and it's got the same cover from the movie, so it's fun.
Oh.
But anyway, Turtle Guy, what about your
Because it
small
was
talk?
kind of like. Hold on, let me finish my fucking
Sorry.
thought.
Okay,
I
goddamn.
was slightly concerned that they would like do some sort of gag, like the text is for ants only.
That would be funny.
But my small talk. Well, I hosted a pod a couple
Yes, I saw.
days ago.
I was so
you
happy
couldn't
to
have
be a
seen.
part
That's
of it.
not scientifically possible.
I was so happy to be a part of that, man.
Ugh. Listen, I could ditch the topic that we decided upon and just fucking do like a fucking wrestling promo of Cyberprime, the guy is gonna kick your ass!
Hey, but
live on
I am
Destiny!
not to make it a competition, but I, Cyberprime, am the universal undisputed champion of the boys in the pod. I have been here for every episode in some manner, shape,
By
or
technicality,
form.
you son of a bitch!
You
by
can hear my
technicality,
voice in
the
every
last-
single episode. And it's all original. There's no copy and pasted stuff. It is all me.
By technicality.
It's not
I was
technicality
the
if I'm
idiot.
literally
I
there.
was the fool that let you in on that cake, and I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it.
You shouldn't have. Because if you didn't, then I would have instantly not have an episode and I wouldn't be a champion and this wouldn't be the case. But I am the most present person in... I've literally been... What is this? Episode 40?
I'm on your tail. There's like, what, 2 to 3 episodes difference?
I think it's 2. It might be 3, but there's definitely 2.
But in my defense, I am mentioned in every episode.
Probably. Although that's a good idea for an episode. I might make an episode where we just have to do everything but reference Turtle Guy.
Me.
Yeah, don't mention Turtle Guy or you instantly get
Can
kicked
I
out.
also be in the episode? And I'm like, guys,
That's so funny. Oh, I might do that actually. So yeah, okay. We know Hoover's not going to listen to this.
Turtle Guy.
Yeah, I might make a game and then we'll see. But anyway, So if you're hearing this, Hoover, we know you're not hearing this. David, if you're hearing this, at some point this might be a game. You don't know. But I'm not going to give you the exact rules. David. But anyway, Turtle Guy, tell me more of your small talk. How did you find?
I was about to before you took over.
Hey, I'm just being the Universal Champion here, okay? I can't help it.
Fuck your championship! It means nothing.
Well, I got the belt.
What belt do you have? I actually genuinely kind of half want to jokingly make a fucking give you a belt.
If you make a belt, I will bring back the fashion report so I can say that I am wearing the DePod Universal Championship belt, Turtle Guy.
All right, you know what? You might be Universal Champion, but I'm Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, okay. You've been near the second most. You've got the silver belt.
I'm the People's Champion.
I mean, that's probably true.
I'm the People's Champion. No, it was different. When you told me to vamp was so difficult because I knew you were vamping's hard because doing it on your own, you know you're on your own and that no one's coming in. Now there was a small chance that you could have appeared, but
what the fuck? Did you just inhale smoke?
No, I did a weird yawn.
Oh, well, it sounded like you took an inhaler and just went like just bringing back traumatic memories. Just start chain smoking.
I took some drugs mid-thought, but
oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
that was a lie in Minecraft, a joke.
Yeah, that was it was in the 3-body problem book. I was reading a book.
Did they do drugs in that book? I actually can't remember.
I thought they did VR or something.
VR is not a drug.
Well, I mean,
they do VR, but I didn't instantly think of that because that's not a drug.
Shut the fuck up and let me finish.
Okay, go for it. Finish your paragraph.
I'll finish my paragraph. What the fuck was I talking about?
Vamping, which clearly is going very well for you right now.
Yeah, no. So doing the episode was quite different because I knew there wasn't that chance of someone coming back. I feel like with vamping, you want to keep it going, but you also kind of have to. You can't get wrapped into a whole story because you don't know when the person's going to come back.
Well, it depends. You could always just finish the story, but it seems as if you might not be strong enough to finish the story, Turtle Guy. I'm not taking over. I'm not taking over at all. Whoa. You're jumping to some. You're not looking where you're leaping as you're jumping out of the plane right now, buddy. I am not trying to take over. I am merely saying that if I were to vamp, I would continue and finish my thought process before the end of the episode.
You let me vamp before we got into the topic. If I was in a topic, then maybe vamping would be easier. But still, you know what? Fuck your Universal Championship. I can make that go away. The guy is gonna make that championship go away.
You see, I don't think it's prime time for the prime to leave.
The fucking pod. If you weren't one day I'll get you because it's the fact. No, because it's the fact that you probably waited and recorded that one little bit to save your bacon. Because I thought you were just gonna put it up straight away.
I did. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
No, you fucking didn't. You recorded an additional little 30-second segment, which
it's the boys in the pod. It's plural, so we need a little bit of multiple boys in every episode, or else it'd be false advertising. I was doing it for the good of the boys in the pod. I did it for the pod, Turtle Guy. What I did was for the pod.
What I did for my people. Yeah, alright, keep talking about that, buddy boy. Oh, you get me so mad, Cyberprime. You know what it's driving me to do? It's driving me to drink. And you know what it's driving me to drink? It's driving me to drink today's episode topic, hot beverage brackets T. Yes, if you couldn't tell from the title,
That was such a sudden segue.
A segue. It's like I took a right turn on a straight fucking road.
It's no
and
longer.
Now I'm caressing down the Caribbean.
It's no longer a Segway. It is now one of those one-wheeled scooter things, and it's just going straight.
Turn.
Oh,
but
man.
Yes. If you couldn't tell from the topic, the title of the topic, and the fact that we kind of mentioned it near the start of this episode, which feels like half an hour ago, I am stealing one of David's topics. Why? Because
He's
why not?
cashing in.
No, actually, the reason I'm cashing in because, and this will no doubt have repercussion effects of just, I've now probably inadvertently started the great topic theft of the boys in the pod.
I mean, it's already happened twice.
It has actually. So this is my way of revenge.
That is true.
Because technically, unless David had some other idea, this is something that I say. That's my, and there's a lot of topics that is on David's list that are things about me.
That is also true.
I don't know why the fuck it's on his list.
That is a weird. I feel like another peek behind the curtain, and technically not to duck away from not to duck away from the topic and back to small talk really quick, but I am going to duck away from the topic and go to small talk real quick. But I have started watching Taskmaster, and just that sentence that Turtle Guy just said has made me realize, for anyone that watches the UK version of Taskmaster, the relationship between Greg Davies, the Taskmaster, and little Alex Horne reminds me so much of David and Turtle Guy, respectively. That power with David as the Taskmaster and Turtle Guy being little Alex Horne, it really does genuinely make a lot of sense now in my brain. That would actually be very funny if you guys... Why don't you guys just make a show, a Taskmaster show? Go do it now.
All right, I'll get David there on the phone. Give me 20 minutes and a bucket of quarters.
Okay. Are you going to a payphone in the year of our Lord 2024?
I'm to call David. Why won't he answer?
Do you reckon payphones still work?
Why? Explain to me why they wouldn't work.
Well, okay.
There was a few still in Ireland a while ago. I think they recently... Surely somewhere there's like an antique... Why? Explain to me why it wouldn't work.
Well, functionally, I'm sure they still would. But in where I go to college, there is a phone box, and
no phone?
On the outside it looks fairly normal, but when you go in, exactly, someone ripped the phone off, and it's like perfectly cut off, and it's just filled with graffiti now. And that's not the only place that I've seen that, so I don't know if whoever's in charge of phone boxes
really
went around and removed them.
It's like, I need a phone, I see this is a phone, I'm gonna take this.
Oh wait, it doesn't work. But I'm sure they still function. That wasn't my question. But
because
no, well, I don't know. I didn't see it was ripped off.
How do you rip one of those out?
I went on holidays recently, and I also saw one of the old-fashioned kind of red ones. And I had a crow on it, and it was cool.
The one that Superman goes into and I really hope in that new Superman film that they kind of make a goof of that.
Oh, they probably will. At least in like a montage. I'm still convinced it'll start with the montage.
The movie?
Yeah.
No, not the movie. The trailer. It starts with a montage.
I mean, that could happen too.
Enough distractions. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, Cyber. But you're not. Your head's not in it. Here, drink some hot beverage brackets tea.
Ah, thank you for this cup of hot beverage brackets tea.
Thank you. So I don't know where this started. Was it in something I kind of wrote up, or was it just something that I'd say?
I think it was something. I think it was something that you would say, but then one day.
I think it was something I'd say and then text.
Yeah, exactly. My memory. This might not be correct, so feel free to correct me if it is. But you were trying to convince this person to go just hang out at one point. So in your wisdom, you came to the boys, and the boys were there to help you in wording how you wanted to send this text, and you were like you were creating the text, and it was like, hey, would you want to go and get a drink? And it's like, oh, this is all grand. And then I don't know what happened, because it wasn't me anyway, but I don't know if you decided to word it hot beverage brackets tea in case the person didn't know what tea was or a hot beverage meant, or if David somehow convinced you to word it like that. I don't know.
I can't even for the life of me, and I know we can't say it for the recording.
Of course, don't say it.
Who the fuck? No, I don't know who the person was that I was writing that fucking message to.
I remember it, but for some reason I also think it was to do with hot chocolate. But again, I don't want to talk about this specifically because it's just doxing.
In the fear of that turtle guy does a stupid and doxes the person. I'm not gonna do that. How fucking dare you? I would never say that their name was Sebastian. Oh shit.
Oh no. But yeah, I think it was basically you were trying to ask someone basically to hang out.
There you go. Well, that's the origins. Well, let's go more into the lore. Turtle Guy is famous. I would dare say, and maybe you're going to back me up in this. Am I much of a hot beverage drinker?
Yes.
Let me explain. I don't know what the wording is confusing because I only ever drink two hot beverages.
You're the one who how is it confusing? You're the one who worded it, first of all, and number two, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a hot beverage, more specifically tea.
Okay, I am slightly delirious, but well, not that bad. I'm just a little tired. But I only ever drink either hot chocolates, and I've actually learned I'll take a hot chocolate. So if I'm just passing into a coffee shop and back out, it's a hot chocolate, because a hot chocolate, it doesn't need any adding. 9 times out of 10, maybe it'll need some more milk, but there's nothing to do. And if
okay, we'll finish that thought, and then I need to figure out what you mean by adding. But carry on.
Because if you get a cup of tea, sometimes when you get a cup of tea, all you're getting is the cup, the tea bag, and the hot water. You need to make that shit.
Yeah, but you just pour milk in, and then you put the lid on.
Pour in your sugar, you remove the tea bag.
Okay, well, I don't take sugar, so I guess.
Milk.
Okay, it's just like a 2 seconds. You like 1, 2, it's done. Maybe not even that.
Yeah, but the thing is, so let me give you a recent scenario. I was at a meeting and the person was doing a quote-unquote coffee run, and people were like, I'll take a latte, I'll take a black tea, I'll take a skinny white frappuccino, oat milk. And I was just like, well, I'd like a cup of tea, but my cup of tea has got to be specific, and I don't want to be asking anyone for no milk, so I'll just go with hot chocolate, because when I get the hot chocolate, oh boy, I can just start drinking it.
What do you mean by your tea has to be specific?
I gotta take tea bag out. We've been over this. I gotta add the right amount of sugar. I gotta give it a good stir. I gotta put some milk in, and that's a lot of steps. No, it's a lot of steps because I need 3 other components. I need milk, I need sugar, and I need a spoon, and I need a bin to put the tea bag in.
That's 4.
I know! I only realized that I needed the bin. I'm like, I have the tea bag. What do I do? I yeet it at someone as a weapon. That's one way to go on a meeting. It's just like, yeah!
I've probably made a weird impression on some people where I work.
Oh, God.
If they look over at me while I make tea. Because for the last 2 days, for whatever reason...
boiling oil.
No, for whatever reason, there's no... there's no teaspoon. So there's no teaspoon, but like every week since I've worked there, every day since I've worked there, there's been like 20 teaspoons, like a ridiculous, far too much teaspoons. Too many.
Look at what you done, boy. You went from 20 teaspoons to they heard what you've been saying, so they were like, fuck you, no teaspoons.
Well, here, let me explain. This establishment it's like a kind of a conveyor belt system. So you get your cup, then you go to the absolute other end of the room, you get your tea bag, then you move to the left, and then you get this like vat of like hot water. You put that in, and then you have to walk to the other end of the room and then get your milk. And it's a very inefficient system, but it works. But I put the milk in, and I was like, okay, time to take out the tea. Oh, and there was no teaspoon to take out the tea bag. So what I did, and that's what I've done twice, and I have no regrets, I just put my fingers in it, grab it, and throw it in the tea bag bin, because there's a specific tea bag bin.
So you mean to say that there was nothing? There wasn't even like a big... There was no cutlery?
There were no spoons. There were forks and there were knives. And I've used knives as forks before, but I just thought people might judge me in the moment, so I used my fingers instead.
You used knife as fork?
Yeah, you just stab it with a knife and then you tear it off.
I can't imagine. You just like...
I don't growl. Like, it's just, you just stab it with the knife and then you just take it off the top.
But why couldn't you, like, use the fork to scoop the tea bag out?
Yeah, because I didn't think of it at the time. That would have been a perfectly logical thing to do. But I didn't. I was like, oh no, people will see me. I'm taking too long. So I just put my fingers in it, in the boiling water, which didn't hurt for some reason. And then I just put it in the thing.
The cybercrime's invulnerability to pain. It doesn't really, like, I'm sure, like, you probably put finger in hot stuff before.
That's an out of context clip. Explain what you mean by hot stuff before.
Like, I could probably do it. Like, the thing is, putting your whole hand in.
Oh yeah, I know. It's not like the sun.
Like, what you're doing, it's just the tips of your fingers, and plus all you're doing is like really quickly plucking it out. And yeah, probably the first few seconds again. There's no nerve damage. Your fingers are probably gonna be fine.
Yeah. That is true. But yeah, that's my tea thing. I'm more of a...
That's your tea.
Well, I used to be a incredibly coffee man, but recently I would take coffee at home and at college. But recently I just take coffee at college and I take tea exclusively at home now. So
is it a caffeine thing?
No, I just don't know why. I was just like, you know what? I just want to take tea.
Listen, Cyber, of all the boys, you're the most qualified to probably help me co-host this episode.
I am the only one actually trained as a barista. Yeah, that is true.
But you've never baristaed.
No, but I'd like to. I would actually. I think I'd make a fairly good barista, because I put the effort into it. I'd put my emotion.
I put the work in, God damn it.
I would.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
I'd be
but
barista style.
Cyber, you were trapped in a room.
Okay.
There were 2 doors.
Okay.
And there's a little like kind of slide door. You're given an option. Coffee or tea?
There's 2 doors and a little like slide door. What's the little like slide door?
There's the guy talking to you. He's like, hey, coffee or tea?
Why does there need to be other doors then?
You go through the coffee door and the tea door.
Why is this just to get coffee or tea? Why can't they just put it through the middle door?
Play my game, you son of a bitch.
This is a very poorly constructed area. Okay, pick coffee or tea. What's the context?
You're in a room. You don't know how you got in this room. Yeah. On one of the doors is a picture of a nice cup of tea. On the other is a picture of a cup of coffee in a takeaway cup.
Okay, I'll go with the coffee then, I guess.
You open the door, and like that scene from The Shining, is just a big fucking wave of coffee.
Is it iced or am I about to die with fucking boiling coffee?
Oh no, you were about to get severely burned.
Well, either way I get severely burned, because I
No. you went to the tea room, you would have got a nice cup of tea and a butler.
Okay. That's good to know, I guess. What are your thoughts on iced tea?
I tried it once. I want to explore my coffee palate.
Okay,
Actually.
we're gonna ignore the tea question. But that's okay. Your coffee palate. What kind of coffees have you had?
What? I had a coffee. Like,
For fuck's sake.
I don't know. I generally don't like. The beans and the hot water and the milk. What do you call that? Coffee?
Okay, what was the ratio of milk to coffee?
A teaspoon of coffee and a dollop of milk.
What the fuck kind of measurement is a dollop? Okay, I'm assuming you made this at home, and this is just some generic coffee. This isn't like a steamed frothing like latte or anything.
It's like a jar of coffee type.
Okay, right, yeah, okay. Like an instant coffee.
Nescafe or Maxwell or
an instant coffee.
Coffee? Yeah, and boom.
And it scares you. And coffee goes everywhere. Okay, right. Well, that's just probably a fucking coffee. It's like that's. That's
what I said.
Yeah, but like when you make it at home without like the proper like steamers and stuff, I don't know if you can technically qualify it as specific types of coffee.
So what you say?
Maybe like a coffee without any milk.
When ask me for coffee, I really need to be like, yes, but what kind of coffee? Are you sure that you want the coffee?
Yeah, well, that's generally what people do. If you have the facilities to make specific coffees, then you don't offer them. You're just being an asshole.
Someone would just be like, "Can I have a coffee? Give me 10 minutes. I need to build a coffee shop. I need the right tools."
You don't need to build a coffee shop. You just need like the steamer, like the proper coffee machines, which are ridiculously expensive. Or just get an instant coffee pod
coffee
thing.
Shop went out of business.
Yeah, or you can just get a pod thing and it makes it for you. A pod of coffee. It just you put the pod in the machine. It already has the perfect ratio of condensed milk to coffee for whatever type of coffee you want, whatever blend, and then you put the hot water through, and then it instantly makes your coffee.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what's the coffee that they have in like? Cyber, explore with me in your mind's eye. Close your eyes if you want to close your eyes. Or
my eyes are closed.
Don't. We're in a diner. Let's say we're in like a 90s diner. And me and you were in...
Oh, you're talking about the glass jugs. Is that what you're about to ask me?
Yeah, but let me just finish the story. We're just in suits.
Sorry.
We're just, the little bit of blood on both of our collars. And we're just sitting there.
What?
And then this lady, she's a waitress. What?
Why is there blood on both of our collars?
Could be ketchup. We don't know.
What were we doing before this?
Yeah, we're just taking some trash disposal. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I brought you here for coffee.
Okay.
So we're just sitting there. We got 2 empty mugs, and then a waitress comes over, and she's like, "Hey, want this nut coffee?"
If someone offers, if someone comes up and asks me. Well, if someone comes up and be like, "Hey, you want this nut coffee?" I'm not taking that shit. I don't want.
You wouldn't even be bold. Experiment.
No, because if it's something that's.
What it looks like. What if it's like a decaf?
What is that going to change?
Well, no, it's all in the wording, Cyberprime.
You want this decaf, not really coffee?
Yeah.
It's not the fact that it's decaffeinated coffee is the problem here. It's the fact that they're for some reason hiding the fact or trying to hide the fact that it is coffee. Why would they need to hide the fact that it's coffee? I don't know. It's probably something illegal, so I would not take it.
Okay, so answer the question. What is in that jar?
Probably coffee without milk, like straight from the bean.
Straight from the bean.
Straight from the bean. Just mixed with warm water, and then they pour it, and then you can probably ask for whatever milk you want. Or you can just take it raw.
Raw. Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw. Smackdown. Oh, that's not my best impression.
No. It's Monday Night Raw, Friday Night Smackdown.
Oh.
Why would you do this? Alright, so we probably bored our viewers to death. Well, I know there's like What's the chocolatey one?
A
A
mocha?
mocha?
Yeah, so
Yeah, what's
that's
that?
literally just a hot chocolate and they put coffee at the bottom of it and mix it around.
Ooh.
It's really nice depending on where you're going, or it's bloody awful if it's. I guess it's about everywhere though. It
I'm
depends on
so
the type of
tempted.
chocolate they mix with it, really.
That's the one that I'm tempted.
Have you not had one of them?
No, I've been
Next
told
time we're going
I've
somewhere.
been recommended.
Next time we're going somewhere, I'm gonna get you a mocha because
Let's go right
I
now.
have said it out loud that the next time that all the boys are together, I am buying a round of whatever beverage brackets, maybe tea that we're all drinking. So I will buy you
You
a
think
mocha
I'm
there.
gonna skimp out when Cyberprime's fitting the bill for tea? Nay, nay! I will go up to the counter and be like, "What is the most expensive coffee
What is?
that one can order?"
You know, I like to bring some education, some fun facts to this podcast. So I'm just
fuck?
going to look up what is the most expensive tea that you
It's
can actually
probably
buy.
like some chai or like kind of chugga something.
It's called okay. Well, the first
Probably like a coffee bean that costs like $1 million.
what the
Oh God!
okay, it's called, as far as I can tell, it's called the Da Hong Pao. It's an oolong tea, it's a cool word, with a history dating back to the Ming Dynasty. Is the
Oh
world's
shit!
most expensive tea, valued at around £544,310 per pound, or $1.2 million per kilogram. What
Okay, so
the hell?
I'll take one of those to go.
Why? Why is it that expensive?
Surely it must. Those guys, the Ming Dynasty, they know their stuff.
But I'm assuming it's not
what's-
from the Ming Dynasty. I'm assuming maybe the flavor, or like where it's grown, or like the method as to which it's
Clearly, there must be
created.
a limited supply.
Well, that's what I don't know. It's a symbol of peace. The
It's
cultivation
a symbol
in
of
a
peace, but
where
does
the
it
rocky
taste
soil.
like peace?
Each of a down pound is a journey through time. It tastes woody and
Time
earthy.
traveling tea. Why didn't you lead with that?
It doesn't say. I don't know why it's that actually that expensive unless it actually is from that time.
You drink some and you're just kind of like, oh, it's me as a child. I'm reliving my entire life.
Just hallucinating. Oh,
It just fucking
it's just scarecrow juice.
Okay. I have a question.
Hit me with your question.
Coffee drugs connection? Explain.
So you can probably
there
get
one?
it. You can probably, depending on your tolerance, get addicted to caffeine.
Okay.
I can't. I'm not. Coffee doesn't affect me, so I take 6 to 7 cups a day when I'm in college, and it has no effect on me.
Ah, yes. Clearly not an addiction.
Yeah, I could take less if I want to, but generally I take more. But
I can quit whenever I want.
I could quit whenever I want. I just don't see the need to. But that is a joke. I probably take about 2 coffees, maybe 3 every day I'm up in college, and then the other 4 days of the not the year, the other 4 days of the week.
What the fuck?
I don't take coffee at all. Maybe the odd coffee at work. I took a coffee at work today, for example. I drove down to a little cafe and grabbed a cup
What kind of
and drove
coffee
back.
was it?
A latte. A latte is a good, solid base fundamental. A lot of jokes in the Fire Team of Fools are directed at Cyber because he's like plain and he likes plain bread. He likes plain ice cream.
Well, of course he does.
But some of that is slightly an extension of myself because lattes are probably considered plain, and I really like lattes. I just like how they taste generally. That or mochas. But if you take mochas regularly, I feel very sick. Me personally.
What's in a latte?
Just a lot of milk. There's basically, is it 2/3 milk to 1/3 coffee, or is it like 4/5 milk to 1/5 coffee?
Well, I
Or
thought
something
that you
like
were
that.
the resident expert.
I am, but among people who have never made coffee before, the person who was trained like 3 years ago is technically the resident expert.
All right. I see your technicalities.
Yeah, it's like it's like a 2/3. You just steam the milk like a bit more than usual,
And how do I steam milk?
Well, that's why you have to have the big machines. So you put the milk, you put the steamer into the. It literally just shoots up warm air. You put that into the milk.
I refuse to
and then
believe
you...
that.
What? Wait, what bit of this are you refusing to believe?
I refuse to believe that you only need your magical machine. Fuck your machine is what
No,
I'm
like
saying.
you can make it without it, but it doesn't taste as
No.
nice.
I say there's more than 3 ways to steam a milk.
But it's like you can do it in a multiple manner of ways, but if you want to do it professionally, you need the steamer.
I disagree immensely. How dare they?
Man, you don't know what coffee is. So like, I'm not.
What steamed milk is, goddammit!
Yeah, but like you're coming into
Two
me,
pints
you're coming
milk,
into
one
my
pint steamed.
dojo, you're coming into my
Fucking-
casa house, and you're telling me that my craft, you don't believe in it. So like, what do you want me to say?
Dojo Casa House.
Oh wow, that's sacrilege, dude, man.
I don't. Cyber. I don't give a hoot. I don't give a hoot.
Careful who you're talking to. You're talking
What?
to the resident universal champion of the boys in the pod, and you don't want that. You don't want that hanging on your conscience.
You know
man.
what? Actually, I'm guessing we're probably near the end of the topic right now.
Are
we're
we?
probably
We've
past
barely
the
spoken
threshold,
about
are
it. We have
I know,
barely.
but still. No,
Oh,
okay. Well, we'll get back to that. We can get back to the topic if there's time. But Cyber, in the next
Yes.
pod we have, that may probably, going by time frame, be me and you again, because Hoover's busy and David's busy. In the next podcast of the Boys on the Pod, I am challenging you to a quiz, or I will let you set the challenge, and I will challenge you for the Universal Championship. You can. It can be a quiz. It can be trivia. I do hope that you not be a dick and it be a trivia quiz that I am good at. But I'm saying you can set the terms of the challenge, and I'm challenging you to a whatever kind of match, whatever
Okay.
you want for the Now it gotta be some fraction fair. Don't give me like a fucking advanced geometry test. But I'm challenging you to a chance for you to basically defend your title, Mr. Cyberprime.
Okay,
Defend your
I
title.
am all for this. I will actually sit down and plan an episode where you can challenge for the title. But I do want you to be aware that the only reason I have the title is because I haven't missed an episode. So in order to do that, the only way that this would be fair is if by you winning, I have to sit out the next episode. That's the
Yes.
only way that it could work.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to do that. But
You are
luckily,
what? You too afraid to take my challenge?
oh, you talk big game for a man who let a podcast die. So I am standing on the grave of Turtle Talks. I am standing on a grave of Turtle Talks, and I am about to do a goddamn tap dance. You see, Turtle Guy? Cyber Prime, the only member of the boys who has been in every episode of The Boys in the Pod, from the first episode to the very newest one. I accept your challenge. I accept your challenge, Turtle Guy.
Okay.
And to be fair, if we didn't take those rules with 10 seconds and short appearances, Hoover would have like no official appearances.
Hoover would be like,
Hoover's been in like the first episode and he's never seen again officially.
Alright, so for the next 5 days I'll just be doing
5
like
days?
the most rigorous of training.
Who said you're getting 5 days?
Who said I'm not getting 5 days? We still got an episode to do.
Well, I guess we'll have to see when it happens.
I'm just at home one day and I see fucking Cyber Prime with the steel chair.
Burn! This is so weird, for people.
I'm just in the shower one day and I hear a boom. I just the lights go off and Cyber Prime's just there with a towel because he's real nice, but he's also about to whoop my ass.
But for people who come to this podcast from like any of the channels, this is so weird to have like a weird pseudo wrestling undertone for the entire podcast now. I'm not complaining. It's fun.
It's very fun.
So as the defending, I can say that now, as the defending Universal Champion title holder, I will see you in the next episode of Da Boys
don't forget
in
who's the
Da
host
Pod.
here. So the next episode you can host, where I will challenge you for the undisputed title.
Yes.
Alright. Right. Well, I think we've hit the hour mark. Do you want to keep going, or will we? I feel like it's good to end with that challenge setup, but I'm completely in your domain.
It is totally up to you.
I'll
let you exist with the positive energy that you have as of now, before it gets ripped away from your cold,
did I mention that
hands.
Alright, shut up with the threats for a second. I mentioned last Saturday I had 7 cups of tea.
Yeah, I think you did in another episode.
I think I did. I literally was counting because it got to a point where I was like, I'm on 3 cups of tea and it's not even 11 o'clock. It was just one of those days. But alright. I think we've discussed tea enough. And the real tea will be the challenge coming out probably the next Friday, maybe, hopefully, if all goes well. But, Cyber, thank you very much for joining me. You can find Cyber Prime on the Cyber Prime channel. His link is down below.
Thank you.
Hoover and David, shout out to those guys. Their links and respective names and such details are down below. You can check out the pod on the various websites that it's on. Last episode I struggled. What are we on, Cyber? We're
what
on
episode?
Spotify. We're not
Oh,
on
we're on
YouTube.
Spotify.
No,
we're on Spotify.
Yeah,
we're on Spotify.
We're on Spotify.
And we might be on Google Podcasts and Amazon Podcasts. I haven't checked it in a while.
Okay. So we're definitely on Spotify.
We're definitely on Spotify.
Well, okay, we're definitely on Spotify.
iTunes won't have us.
iTunes won't have... Oh, fuck. Where else are we? Or what else? I think new episodes every Friday.
Yeah.
Just so the ghost of Cyber Prime doesn't appear again at the end of this fucking thing. I swear to God.
And also, shout out yourself, man. You did a good job hosting.
The Turtle Guy, channel link down below. Maybe one day I'll upload, but, you know, that's the real test.
Maybe.
Yeah, so... I would also like to take this moment, before I beat the crap out of him next week, to congratulate Cyber on reaching the milestone of the 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you.
Yeah, compliment you.
I see that. I'm just waiting for...
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay.
Is there anything else?
I don't think so. I think you nailed all of the things in the heads. Make sure to give us a good rating if you have that option, if you enjoyed, and also just subscribe or follow or whatever you do on these here podcast contraptions, and we'd really appreciate it. It really does help us out.
Yeah. So on that note, viewers or listeners, we'll see you next week. Cyber, I'll see you next week. Whatever in the ring. I'll see you at something, I don't know, fucking WrestleMania? Podcast Mania, maybe.
Probably not going to be called that.
Probably not.
Goodbye, because he didn't say it.
I didn't want you to have the last word.